Hi there, guys. At the back over here, we have a scene of a YouTube, obviously, where a police officer pulls over a guy. Obviously, he did a license check, and a warning came up, which is a red flag, and he has to go and identify the driver. Now, a driver is someone that's employed from the state, from the government, that is basically getting paid to drive. That's what a driver actually means. So there's no benefits of having a driver's license. It means you're registered within the system. So what do? Well, you don't give them, and you don't stop for police officers. If you haven't broken any law, you haven't caused any harm, then don't stop for police. As simple as that. A driver's license, once you give them the driver's license, you already contract. Once you've pulled over, you've already contract. This guy over here, he's speaking to the cop and he's explaining his rights, and he's copying a traffic infringement notice. So therefore he's already given his ID. So therefore he's pretty much screwed, but it's up to him if he pays it or not. But as soon as you pay for it, they take off your demerit point, regardless. So what do? Well, number one, if the police, if they put on their sirens, don't stop. And in saying that, well, if they're following you and you're not stopping, well, you're not breaking any law, you're not speeding, you're signaling left and right when necessary, you're being a reasonable driver, reasonable traveler, because that's what we are. We are travelers in this world to travel the land, because at the end of the day, we are a living being, flesh and blood from the land, or of the land. We don't have any contract with the land. There's no contract, there's no registration with the land. We are the people of the land. We have to get this through our minds and our heads, that these laws and regulations they enforce on us, well, they're not part of us. We don't have to abide by them. So if you're driving, if you're walking, if you're doing anything, if you're traveling, you don't have to follow and stop for them, random or not random. And as I said to you in one of my previous videos, you could just hand them a notice to the police officer, notifying them that you don't have to identify oneself. But I repeat, by you pulling over to the side, you've already contract. You're stating that you're pulling over, and you're, in any case, you've broken a law. Because once they put on the sirens, what do most people do? They pull over to the side, because they think it's the law. You have to follow protocol. To follow the law means to have a contract with the government. They create fear in all people, because apparently if we don't stop, well, there is consequences. Well, I'll tell you what, I've done it. I didn't stop. I didn't break any rules and regulations. I didn't break any law. I didn't cause any harm. And at the end of it, they let me off. They pull over to the side, they turn off their lights, and I was on my way. I didn't pull over and contract with them. I didn't consent to anything. Because even if they run a registration check, I mean, at the end of the day, they don't really know who's driving the vehicle. That's why they need need you to pull over and give any sort of identification, because the number up top, which is registered with the government, which is registered with Department of Main Roads or whichever state it's been registered, it's a contract for them to fine you. It's a revenue business. Get it through your heads. You have to wake up and realize, don't pull over. If you haven't broken the law, haven't caused any harm, don't pull over. Just go on your merry way, wherever you like to go, and they'll leave you alone. Just keep going. Go to your destination, wherever that might be. And for your own protection, get your phone out, get a camera out, video recorder, and don't say anything to them, because anything you do say can be recorded against you in a court of law. Everything's been recorded. They got voice recorder, they got cameras on their bodies. They're not dumb. I mean, it's their job to make revenue, to record everything. So they don't want to miss out on a thing. So if you have the right to remain silent, well, use it and do it. I would like to remain silent. Say it as many times as possible. Don't have to say anything. You don't have to answer their questions. By common law, we the people, we are the Constitution of Australia. We don't have to answer their questions. We haven't broken any law. Now, what most people do is, when they get pulled over to the side and then they say, am I being detained? Have I broken any law? Are you suspecting me that I committed a crime? The cop will say, no, you haven't committed any crime, but you have to give us a breath analysis, or you have to produce ID. But you haven't broken any law. So why should you produce any ID? So they can give you a fine for something else? They have agendas. Their agenda is making money. That's it. They're not here to serve us, the people, the living. They're here to serve the government, which is a corporation. The Commonwealth of Australia, which is a corporation. They're all registered and they all have an ABN. They're all registered for GST. They're a business. Simple as that. Now, so if you remain silent, they have nothing against you, because you haven't given them anything to go on. They'll try to trick you, and they'll say that Alright, so check out this video now. This is exactly what happened to me. To a point, they didn't turn on the sirens. Now the sirens is on. As you can see, the car is not pulling over. So that's exactly what I did. I didn't pull over. Except this one here, she obviously was Chinese and she didn't understand what the meaning of the sirens are and what the lights mean. She didn't know what it meant. So she's being chased and she's just going on her merry way, wherever that might be. So check out what's happening.
Stop! Stop!
And at long last, the driver pulls over.
Do you not hear the sirens behind you?
It's a joke.
Did you not hear the siren behind you for the last 500?
Well, I just didn't pull over and I didn't acknowledge it at all.
Just stop. Did you not see me behind you with the siren on and the lights flashing?
So,
No?
exactly.
Are you
I'm going to
serious?
pause it right now, because as soon as the light's flashing and the siren's on, that's a contract. They're trying to get a contract from you, and then automatically what most people do is they stop. So they pull over to the side, the lights are still going, and they've got a contract on you, and that's it. They have you in pretty much jurisdiction. So be careful. Otherwise, just don't stop. Keep driving. like you saw here, she didn't break any laws. She kept driving on a merry way, going left and right, indicating normal speed, you know. But apparently, as soon as they put on the sirens, you have to stop. Well, under what law? The corporation law? Do your homework and find out all these organizations or corporations. You'll see that, well, I don't know about you, but I'm not a corporation. I'm living from the land. Now, if I'm from the land, I should be free to travel all roads, all land, in any nation, doesn't matter where you are. So to have a driver's license is definitely not a privilege. So don't pull over and don't give them any ID. And remain silent at all times. You have the right to remain silent. What I'm going to be doing is, it's going to be a bit of a mission, but I'm actually going to start this union where you can actually have your own personal private number plates. You can call it whatever you like. Doesn't matter what you call it. And it'll be connected to this, let's call it a business, but it's a sovereign record license registration where you can record your personal private number plates, and you can travel anywhere you want, and you'll be recognized within the sovereign society of that business. And as long as we have a majority on that record, that have recorded licensed personal plates, you can go wherever you like and be free. Don't have to stop at all. So I'm going to create this business, because everything in life is a business. So I'm going to create this sovereign recorded license for your personal private plates. So you don't have to have your actual number plates, which are registered with the government, your license, which is also registered with the government, and there won't be any renewal fee. So once you have the personal private number plates, you have one plates, and they will last you for your lifetime. And if they pull you over, guess what? Yes, it's been recorded. Your personal license, your personal plates have been recorded with this union. You're part of this organization, like the government is an organization. So if we get these numbers up as an organization, as a union, the people, the sovereign, because we are sovereign people, we can be free. And when they pull you over, we're part of this union. They can't do anything. Well, just because we don't have a driver's license and we're not working for the government anymore, well, we can't do what we want. We start up our own union, own sovereignty union, and we do what we like. We don't have to be registered within the system, because once you're registered within the system, you all know you're getting fines, you're getting infringements, you're going to court, you got to pay for everything these days, and we're getting slaughtered. You have to wake up and think to yourself, is this a true government? And do your research. It's not a true government. It's located in Washington, D.C. in America. All your banks also are registered in Washington, D.C. in America. All of them are. Go to Company Search of America and type in the Commonwealth of Australia. It'll come up in Washington, D.C. Type in Telstra, type in Vodafone, type in electricity, energy. Type in State of Queensland. Type in the Queensland Treasury Corporation. Type in any state you would like in the search bar, and you will find that all states and all businesses are registered with Washington, D.C. The Commonwealth of Australia is a corporation. It's one big, massive revenue business, and they're making lots of money off us. That's why we are all registered. We give them the authority once we sign. We give them the authority to make millions and millions of dollars from our slavery in society these days. Because they're slavering us. We are slaves. They tell you, oh, okay, well, you lost your license, you can't drive for 6 months. So you as a slave, don't drive for 6 months. Because you're afraid if you drive, because the meaning drive is to be employed by the state. So if you drive, that if they pull you over again, well, they'll suspend it for more time, or you can get imprisonment, or you go to court, whatever the case might be. But if you don't have a driver's license, or if you don't use your driver's license, and you don't give anyone authority, like the police officers, and you just go on your merry way, and you travel wherever you like, and you don't break any laws, well, you won't get any speeding fines and infringements, and you won't have to be pulled over, full stop. Because you don't have to pull over. So, as soon as this organization is up and I file everything and I'll register everything online, I'll update you guys and find out the latest, and everyone can join this sovereign union and have personal private number plates. You can call it whatever you like. We have to wake up. Everyone needs to wake up, because these cops are pigs, and I would like to say more about them, but let's just leave it now the way it is and be better people, and let's awaken everyone. Share this video, get people awakened, do your own research. Google is there for everyone. You could do your research and find out so much about these corporations. Find out first their corporation and do more research. Explore. You'll see that you're working for the government, which is a corporation. So until then, I'll see you and talk to you next time. Alright.